single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hello everybody, Happy New Year's. For those of you who are new, hello, welcome to my channel. For those of you who've been a while, hey, how are you doing? I hope you ladies had a great New Year. Today is January the 1st, can you believe it, of 2020. And yes, I am natural. There is no makeup on here. This is what I look like when I wake up in the morning. You're getting the natural me today. And the reason being is I'm having a tumor procedure done tomorrow, and I just really did not feel like putting makeup on. And I just wanted to stop through and give you guys like kind of a quick update on what's going on. So for those of you who've been following my channel, you know that I had some tubal issues that were going on. So tomorrow morning at 8:45, we'll be going in there, hopefully handling that so we can go ahead on with the embryo adoption. The way the protocol works and what most doctors want you to do is if you've had any scarring to your tubes or anything that they think may harm your chances of a great procedure, like a transfer procedure, they would want you to either remove the tubes or just find out that everything is okay. So tomorrow's procedure, we're basically going to go in there, we're going to look and we're going to see if they need to be removed. If they need to be removed, that's going to push the procedure back for me 2 months. And the reason being, they kind of want you to have about an 8-week window to get everything back functioning well and to make sure everything is healed well before they go in there and do the transfer. If everything is okay, then we're going to move on to, starting the protocol, doing the mock transfer, and doing the transfer. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to try to bring you guys along so you can at least go to that appointment and we can all see what's going on together. So I'm excited about that. Now, let me tell you some really good news. I know about a month or two ago, I had mentioned something about my health insurance and how I was going to a new job that was going to offer certain types of health insurance that was just going to make this phenomenal. Well, let me tell you something. I'm going to just say a higher being works in mysterious ways, because the company that I went decided to go with another provider this year. But let me back up a little bit. My wife, who works in corrections, she works for the state of North Carolina, and their insurance is Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina. Now, fortunately, they cover a lot of the testing. So the $7,200 price quote that I was quoted for the whole procedure from Derm is not actually what I would have paid, because my insurance through her was going to cover like the ultrasounds, the blood work, some of those things. So that took my cash price down a little bit. However, my company decided to go with a new insurance carrier this year, which is Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois. Now, if you guys follow the states that make it mandatory for insurance providers to cover IVF treatment, Illinois is one of them. So upon reviewing my insurance packet, comes to find out that I'm entitled to $10,000 worth of fertility treatment. Be it IVF, be it whatever, if $10,000 is going to go towards that, whatever. So here's the great part about all that. I was a cash customer, and when I found out about this, which my insurance actually started as of today, January 1st, 2020, so the procedure originally was $7,200. Well, of course that went down because my other Blue Cross Blue Shield covered all the ultrasounds and all that. Now this Blue Cross Blue Shield covers that in your primary care too. So that took that price down. Now, if you've been following, you know that at the clinic that I'm using, you get 2 embryos for $7,200. If the first time does not work, you can go in there and do it again on the same $7,200. So you get 2 tries. Now, if neither one of those 2 work, you can get 2 more embryos for $2,400. So if you put that all together, you're looking at what, $9,600. Now, that's the total in treatments that this insurance will cover, is the $10,000. However, now if you minus the ultrasounds, you minus all that, we're back to around $5,000. So basically, from what I've been told, I'll get basically 8 chances, because the first 5,000, that's going to be, you know, it was 7,200, but now that the insurance is kicking in, it looks like the insurance is going to pick up whatever the price is. So we're looking at about $5,000. So I'll get the first 2 or 4 chances for the first 5,000, and if none of those chances work, then I get a second 4 for about the $5,000. So I'm completely over the moon right now. I just don't even know how to explain how happy I am, especially at my age, and I'm so concerned about it possibly not working. But, you know, I have faith. Let me tell you. So I know in my last video, I explained to you how I met, well, she's not younger, she's actually older than me. I met a young lady who did embryo adoption at the exact same clinic. We happened to choose the exact same embryos, which I think is amazing. Well, she had her son. He's absolutely gorgeous. I'm still trying to get her to agree to let me show his picture. But when I tell you he is the handsomest little boy, he would look like if me and my wife had a child together, what our child would look like. He's absolutely gorgeous with his little brown self. Like, he is just a beautiful baby. And it was all smooth for her. She had him on the 4th of December. He is just as cute as a button. Her C-section went well. And literally the day after she had him, she started sending me pictures, sending me pictures. I'm like, you would think this was my child, as many pictures she sent me. She's just like, she's been throwing me baby dust. And she's like, I know you want a little girl. So, you know, if you have a little girl, oh my goodness, this is going to be such a beautiful little girl, because he's so handsome. When I tell you he is handsome, like, he is completely handsome. And the funny part is about the donor profile that I chose, it did not show a picture of the mother as a child. It showed a picture of the father as a child, but it did not show a picture of the mother as a child. But what resonated with me with that donor profile that I chose is the mother's favorite color is purple. As you all know, my favorite color is purple. Look, even my nails for Christmas were purple. So purple is like my favorite color. Just all her interests and hobbies, we just seemed so parallel that you would have thought it was me writing that donor profile. So with that being said, I felt so comfortable with that. And then when I kind of looked at the father's profile, I was like, okay, he has a PhD. He's doing all the things that he's supposed to do. So I felt like that just ran kind of parallel with my wife. My little babies is having a fun time right now. But so that is like primarily the reason why I decided to go with that donor profile. And just by luck, from another Facebook group that I'm so used to not wearing my glasses all the time. This is crazy. But I was in a Facebook group, and we just happened to connect. And she was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going with them. I was going to go with another clinic, but I decided to go with them. Hers, first time around, perfect. She did not have to use the second one. But here's the thing I did not know until I actually spoke with her. Because you buy 2, basically, you get to keep the second embryo. You just have to pay for the storage, which I think is completely, you know, I think that's a great thing to do, because you know you have a biological sibling waiting for, you know, you to do it again. And at my age, I don't know. Now, I am 46. If it does work this go around, by 48, I may do it again. She did the procedure one day after her 48th birthday. She's about to be 49. Like I said, it was no problems for her. Everything went well, but everybody is different. I'm going to base my sibling or having a sibling on how well I tolerate the first pregnancy. I don't see there being issues. The doctors don't see there being issues. They think everything's well, think everything's fine. They think as far as physical goes that they don't feel that there'll be any problems. So I'm so blessed about that, especially because of the journey that I've been on and everything that I've been through. I just want to make sure that I'm as healthy as possible. My baby's as healthy as possible. So like I said, my biggest thing is, if the first pregnancy goes well, we will definitely be trying for a sibling. Hopefully I get a boy and a girl out of the deal. Hey, if I get twins the first time around, I'm okay with that too, because twins run in my family on both sides, my mother and my father's side. My father comes from 6 sets of twins. He's one of 17 children. My mother's mother was an identical twin. My mother was an identical twin, but her twin died at childbirth. And she actually had a set of twins when she was 42, but unfortunately due to amniocentesis, they did pass away. I have several cousins that have twins. So twins are very fluid. throughout my family. So from talking with the doctors, they say sometimes what happens is if you're genetically prone to having twins, sometimes when we put the embryo adoption in, they will split because genetically you are supplying like the blood supply and things, and it's your body that's actually supplying everything to this embryo. So sometimes it can happen, it can divide, and you can end up with twins. If I had a boy and a girl, I'd be absolutely over the moon. I'm done then. They got genetic siblings. We're good. But, you know, that's all wishful thinking. Right now I'm looking at, you know, if I get a boy first, go for the girl. If I get a girl first, go for the boy. Whatever God blesses me with, though, I will be completely overjoyed. Like I said, this has been a 20-year journey for me. So, you know, I'm not being picky. I'm not being choosy. I'm just being grateful at this point. So anyway, like I said, this was just a short little video to say how I'm doing. I'm hoping all of you had a wonderful new year. We just decided to stay home. Actually, you know, we were going to go out. Actually, we were going to go to New York City because she's from New Jersey and I'm from Pennsylvania. So we were going to go to New York City. But then we were both like, that's too much. Then we were thinking about somewhere else. And then we were just like, you know what? Honestly, this was the first New Year's we got to spend together since we started dating years ago. At that time, she was in corrections. I had a management job, and we spent New Year's together. Every New Year since, we have not spent together because she's in corrections and she prefers the second shift. She's always at work. So, or I'll take and go ahead and do overtime too because I know she's going to have to be at work. So we tend to be at work bringing in the new year. But this is the first year in years that we actually got to spend and bring the new year in together. And I said, that just seems like it's the beginning of something wonderful for 2020 because we're actually got to just spend it together, enjoy each other's company. Drink a little because that was my last time drinking. For 2020, as long as I'm going through this procedure. Not that there's anything wrong with drinking, but I'm choosing to stop. So December 31st, 2019 was my last time taking a drink until we do this baby thing and have a baby. It's not like I'm a heavy drinker. I'm definitely a social drinker. But of course on holidays like New Year's and things like that, you know, I'll have the champagne, I'll have whatever. But there will be no drinking, so I am stopping that. So anyway, that's my little update. Tomorrow, hopefully I'll get to film and you can kind of see what's going on and we can go from there, and then I'll download another video. But it was so great talking to you guys. Like I said, if you're new, please stay a while, subscribe, come and join my family. There is a new subscriber that actually reached out to me and I was so grateful because her story sounds like my story. So welcome to you. You know who you are, and thank you. And for Miss Lady at Williams Way, I'm so happy for you. Just keep on pushing through because you know it's going to happen for you. To everybody else, oh, and Erica, hello, girl. Hope you had a very marvelous New Year's. But yeah, Happy New Year's. I hope everything goes well. 2020 for all of us hopefully brings us bundles of joys. If it's not in 2020, hopefully we're pregnant going into 2021. But that's just my goal for everybody because, you know, with today's technology and everything that's going on, we're getting closer and closer to miracles for everybody. So I just want to spread baby dust to everybody. And I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I don't have a large channel, but my channel is heartfelt. So, ladies, we're doing this together. Babies for 2020. Happy New Year. Bye, ladies. It's been a pleasure as always.